Hello everyone and welcome to today's webinar, Mastering Marketing Data Analytics, Best Practices and Pitfalls to Avoid. I will give everybody here just a minute or two to join and then we will get started. All right, as I start to see some people pile in here, I trust that we have a diverse group of marketers here today, all eager to harness the power of data analytics to supercharge your marketing efforts. So let's get started. My name is Casey McGuigan. I will be your host today. I am the Slingshot product owner here at Infragistics. So any questions that you have during the webinar, feel free to use the chat. I'll do my best to monitor, but also after the webinar, any questions you have, my email's right here, kcm@slingshotapp.io. Do not hesitate to reach out. Okay, so we have a little bit of our agenda here today, which involves some common mistakes that marketers make when using data analytics, some best practices, how you can leverage data visualizations for clear insights, optimizing marketing strategies with data, and then how you can implement data-driven decision-making processes within your marketing team. So, our first topic today is best practices on using data analytics. Data analytics can be a game changer for your marketing campaigns, but starting with a strong foundation is essential. So let's run through some of the key best practices to keep in mind. Number one, tie key stakeholder goals to your KPIs. Aligning your marketing KPIs with the goals of your stakeholders is crucial for ensuring that your efforts directly contribute to the organization's overall success. So some tips for accomplishing this would be to hold regular meetings with stakeholders to understand what their objectives even are. Translate then those objectives into measurable KPIs. So for example, if stakeholders' goal is to increase revenue by, let's say, 20%, your KPI might be tracking the conversion rate on a particular landing page within your marketing team. Number two, build a data-driven culture and literacy. A data-driven culture encourages everyone in your team to make decisions based on data. This leads to then more informed decisions and ultimately better results. So some ways to accomplish this would be offering your team training and resources to improve data literacy among team members. You can celebrate data-driven success, which would then reinforce that data-driven culture. Utilizing things like data catalogs, which you'll see later, that can empower your entire organization to be equipped with not only having access to data, but having the ability to fully understand data as well. Then we have number three, which is utilize data storytelling. Data can be overwhelming for a lot of people, but storytelling makes it relatable, persuasive, and helps key stakeholders and team members understand its significance. So when it comes to data storytelling, it's really important that you craft a narrative that highlights key points and their implications within dashboards that you use to visualize your data. You need to use visuals like charts and graphs to support that story. And you always need to make sure that you're using the right charts and graphs for a particular story. And then also following best practices for creating those to ensure that your story is like in the right order and is promoting the proper story. Some of those best practices would include things like always including chart titles and make sure that your formatting is always on point, that your visualizations in your dashboard are in the right order of the story that you want your end users to then read. So instead of presenting a bar chart of website traffic, tell the story of how the traffic spiked after implementing a specific marketing campaign and the subsequent leads that increased due to that campaign. Because it's not just enough to show somebody, hey, our website traffic increased, because the first question should be, okay, well, why? So that's where data storytelling really comes into play there. Choosing the right tool for creating your dashboards would be fourth. So selecting the appropriate analytics tools and dashboard platforms is essential for effectively visualizing and analyzing data. There are a ton of different tools out there, so when it comes to picking one, some best things to keep in mind would be evaluate tools based on your specific need, your budget, and your scalability. Consider user friendliness for non-technical team members. There's time and time again we hear about, oh, well, my company purchased X, Y, and Z tool, but I have no idea how to use it. And then you're kind of left lost, and you still don't have those data points to make your decisions off of because the tool is too complicated. And then ensure your tool of choice includes features like task management and collaboration. Without those, your actions and your collaboration around data are completely disconnected from that story that you're trying to tell. Okay, so now that we've covered some best practices, let's move on to how to optimize marketing strategies with data. Here we'll explore some ways that you can leverage data analytics. And while we're going to dive into a few examples, just remember that these are only just a few examples. The optimizations that you can accomplish utilizing data is truly endless. Okay, so first, craft engagement content. This is a way that you can utilize data to create content that resonates with your audience and keeps them engaged. So, imagine you're a content marketer for, let's say, a fitness brand. By analyzing data, you discover that your audience engages most with video content featuring user testimonials. You decide to create more video content highlighting customer success stories and notice a significant increase in engagement and conversions. So that is an example of a way that you can use data to craft engaging content. So some additional strategies for this to put in place would be use data to identify content formats and topics that resonate with your audience. A/B test different content types to see which performs best. So do customer stories perform best on LinkedIn or somewhere like Twitter? Does video content perform somewhere better on Facebook versus Twitter, and different stuff like that? And then continuously analyze engagement metrics to refine that content strategy. Another example of how you can use data to optimize your marketing would be guiding your SEO strategy. So optimize your search engine optimization efforts with data-driven insights. So let's say you run an e-commerce site selling outdoor gear. Data analytics reveals that long-tail keywords related to specific outdoor activities have high search volume and low competition. You decide to create content optimized for these keywords, leading to improved organic search results and rankings, which then increases your website traffic, which then ideally would increase your purchases for your outdoor gear. So again, some strategies that you can put in place here would be use keyword research tools to identify high impact keywords, regularly audit and optimize on-page SEO elements, and then monitor search engine ranking changes and adjust your strategy then accordingly. So that's something too that we see here very often. We'll have certain keywords that go up in a specific month and they start to increase in their search volumes, and then as trends and things change, you see that those search volumes will lower and they'll shift into other keywords. So we have to constantly be optimizing and agile with how we're targeting our SEO. And third, an example would be to create buyer personas. So develop accurate and actionable buyer personas to tailor your marketing strategies. As a B2B software company, let's say you analyze customer data and discover that a significant portion of your customers are small businesses with a very specific pain point. So then you can create a tailored buyer persona for this segment, allowing you to then tailor your marketing campaigns and your messaging specifically to their needs, resulting in higher conversion rates. So some strategies would be to collect data on demographics, pain points, and behaviors of your existing customer base. So the people who have already purchased and converted and have been customers of yours for a while. Develop buyer personas based on this data, including persona names, backgrounds, and pain points. Create content and marketing materials that directly address the need and preferences for each persona. And now, with that, now that you've gotten some best practices and some optimization examples, we're going to walk through a quick demo on how you can now apply all of these into some real life scenarios. So let me just pop my screen over here. And I should have, yep. Okay, so now everybody should be seeing my Slingshot here on the screen. And I'm going to demo to you how Slingshot can really enable your marketing team to make more data-driven decisions and have access to all of your metrics within the same place that you are creating projects, managing your tasks, and collaborating with your team. So within Slingshot here, the upper left-hand side is a lot of stuff that just pertains to myself, so I'm not going to focus too much on there for this particular demo. I am going to walk you through more of like our workspaces, which you see here, and projects where we can utilize our data. So let's kind of stick with our SEO theme, and because we kind of touched on that in one of our optimization use cases here. So within Slingshot, I have my SEO management project where I have a little bit of an overview that you can see. I have pinned really important information for my team, so they always have your product messaging, the blog guidelines, our OKRs, and different things top of mind and handy for them when they need any additional resources. I can see a breakdown of some of the tasks that I have within this project. I can dig into some of those tasks, so you can kind of see some task management within here, and I can have my tasks broken up in all these different lists. Then I can have my discussions with my team around what I'm seeing on performance and what I'm seeing that competitors do, and a ton of different stuff. Pins are where I can pin additional content and URLs and resources for my team, so that when I need to find something, it's very easy in context, and I can find anything that I need when I need it. And then dashboards are where all of this data-driven decisions and collaboration come into play. So within dashboards, you can start to see that I have a few different dashboards in here, but I'm going to show you creating one. So if I come up to add a dashboard, you can create a dashboard from scratch, or you can use a template. So creating one from scratch, I'm just going to actually just super quick show you some of the data sources that we have. So when I come here to pick my data source for my dashboard, you can see that we can connect into Excel databases. We have a number of different marketing, sales, and CRM connectors here. So you have your GA4, your Google Search Console, Google Ads, and then you have some social connectors as well down here. But I am going to show you using a template for these because they're super powerful. So if I come here to add a dashboard, and let's go to see all templates within marketing, you can see I have a few different SEO dashboards within here. I also have some social media, some website performance, PPC campaigns, and lead performance as well. But since we're in the SEO project, we will stick with this. So let me actually look for, I should have let's just go with website traffic for here. Okay, so I have a GA4 website traffic dashboard. I can see that it has 6 visualizations and it's using my GA4 data source. This looks very useful, so I'm going to use this template. I'm gonna give this my own kind of name in here. So we'll do Apex website traffic. We'll click create. And now all I have to do is either log into my GA4 account, or if I already have one set up within Slingshot, I would just connect to it. And just like that, by connecting into my data source, I get a ready-to-go dashboard right from here. And this is a fake website, so bear with me for some of the data in here. But you can see that I quickly got a view of my sessions, my page views. I can see what country is resulting in my page views, and I can see my views versus sessions and a ton of different stuff. So if I come up here to edit, I can now take this dashboard and basically edit it and make it my own. So let's say that I now want to create a, let's do a stacked column chart. And we'll look at the medium that is resulting in these sessions. So I'll come into edit. I will remove views from here and I'm going to look for medium. And my medium will come up here within my dimensions for my GA data source. And you can see that if you're familiar with GA, you have all of your different dimensions up here that you can use within the Google Analytics platform. And then you have all of your measures that you can also use down here at the bottom to create your charts. And you saw that I, with a very simple drag and drop experience, pulled in my medium. I'm going to change my chart to a stacked column. I'll change my title to be Sessions by Medium, and I will hit the check up here. So I have a really nice dashboard already within some of my, right within my SEO project now. And now what I can do is having these dashboards connected right into my data sources, giving me real-time data, and in the same spot that I have my conversations and my tasks with my team, I can begin to drive those data-driven conversations that I have. So I'm seeing, let's see, there was a dip in some organic traffic in April, and I want to find out more information. So I'm going to come here to the overflow, and I'm going to start a discussion. So from my project in here, I have a traffic discussion kind of already started. So I'll click next. And basically, this now takes my dashboard right into this conversation that I have. And I can even annotate now. So I can come here and I can take an image of this visualization here. And I can annotate it so that when I go to share this with the rest of my team, they can see exactly what I'm talking about. So I can do some shapes, some arrows, I can add some text. I can take a bit additional screenshots and annotations as well. We'll just use one for now. This now gets added to my discussion. And now I can either mention my whole project or specific people that are working on my project and ask, why did organic traffic dip in April? Spell it right. Okay. So you can see that I went right from looking at my analytics, my insights, to creating a conversation with my team right from those insights. And that's where it's super powerful, and those type of features that you want to look for when you are picking a tool to optimize your marketing with data analytics. And we have additional, within Slingshot as well, some additional flows that you have when, let's say, right from here, we have a lot of traffic coming out of India, and I actually want to act on that. So I'm going to create a task for my actual PPC campaigns, and I'm going to ask them to kick off a campaign that targets India. And what I just really did here was I am now attaching analytics right to this task. And instead of just telling Adele that she needs to go kick off a campaign for India, she's getting the insights into why. Like, hey, we are seeing more search traffic from India to our website. They're looking on these keywords, and here's the campaign that we need to launch. And it really helps drive those data-driven actions now right off of your dashboards. And you can see just like that, my task was now created within my PPC project. And if I just flip this over to a task, you can see that the task is actually now right here. And I can always let Adele know that we want to do this by, let's say, the end of the week. And I think that this is a super high priority for us. And that is, I think, the main things that I wanted to show you guys today. Let me just pull up the PowerPoint again, because I am happy to also give any of you a demo into particular data sources maybe that you use in your marketing efforts to see how you can leverage them within a tool like Slingshot to drive those conversations and actions. So please don't hesitate to reach out to me at kcm@slingshotapp.io, and we can do a little bit of a tailored walkthrough, and I can set you up with a dashboard and everything like that. So I look forward to seeing you guys at the next webinar, and thank you for your time today.